Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the GQ Jedi. If you're not already subscribed to me, blast that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. Now, I can remember being a kid and toting around a Darth Vader carrying case for all my Star Wars action figures. That's right, you guys know the one I'm talking about. I'm sure you had one too. Well, I thought today would be fun to take a look back at those special cases because they did hold all our favorite figures.
Back in the 80s, every kid owned a handful or two of Kenner Star Wars figures. It was like a rite of passage. Every kid had some. But what kids didn't necessarily have was a great place to store all those figures. Kenner saw the problem and designed a solution for kids. They came up with the Darth Vader's collector case. Kenner crafted a large black plastic case shaped exactly like Darth Vader's helmet. The case came packaged in a cardboard sleeve with the Empire Strikes Back logo on it, and it was wrapped around the shoulders of Vader when it hit toy stores in 1980. So here we have one of my Darth Vader cases. The Vader case itself has 3 clips on it. That's what secures it. There's one on either side of the helmet, and there is one on the very top. They're very strong, very durable. Once you pop those 3, the case splits open. Inside the case itself, there are 31 slots for individual action figures to be stored inside. Each one has its own little spot. There is actually even a weapons compartment in the case to store all your action figure accessories. Some of the slots are actually sized differently to accommodate different sized figures. Like right here we have a small slot for the Jawa. Up top here we have a slot for Chewbacca or maybe IG-88 or Darth Vader. You can put a Yoda right here. So yeah, there are 2 different size slots for different sized figures. Kenner thought of everything for us. And holding the action figures in place are these plastic straps that go all the way across the row of figures. They pop off very easily. There's little plastic pegs that go into these little holes right here. So they're very easy to take off, on and off, but definitely useful because without it, your figures are going to go, sloshing around. So highly recommend securing these straps and, holding your figures in place. That's what it's all about. The Vader case comes with a sticker sheet like this. Pretty sure this is a reproduction though. I got it when I bought this case with a lot of figures. But the sticker sheet that comes with it has a name sticker for every figure, so you know exactly where to put your guys. It also comes with a insert. It's a very nice, colorful insert that shows all the action figures, what they look like, where they would go in the case itself. So that's kind of cool. Really colorful, like I said, detailed. It's nice to see them all out, like the Jawa. Man, I love the Jawa. So cool. Then, R5 in the compartment, so you know exactly where your compartment should go inside the case. Very cool. It's a nice little handy visual guide, and it's very helpful. And this is also another insert. They did have different inserts for these cases. This is a different edition. Very awesome. I love the paper goods. As you guys know, inserts are just the cream on the top. They're very cool. Definitely, most of the time, I almost never see inserts anymore. So getting these is a treat. You will get lucky. Don't expect to get an insert with your Vader case if you just happen to buy a lot of guys. Most likely, there's not going to be an insert in there. So, yeah, these are fun. And if you flip the Vader case over on the very back side, there is a slotted hole. There's basically essentially a handle, so you can actually pick up this case and carry it around with you, hence the name. It's a carrying case, so very cool. The case itself is very durable. It's made of a strong plastic. It can take a beating, as these cases have done over the years. The clasps, the clips here are the only thing you really got to worry about. It is plastic, so over time it is possible that they could just bend and break off. So, try not to monkey with it too much. As I was saying, the case is very durable. You don't have to worry about your figures falling out of the case or anything weird like that. But the figures themselves can slide around inside the case. They sometimes slip out of their little slots and you hear them rattling around as you're walking, carrying the case. It does happen. The weapons that you put in the actual accessories for the figures, they should go in this weapon compartment. If you leave them in the figure's hands, they're going to slip out possibly and again rattle around in the case. So just put them in the weapons catch. That's what we always did. It's just safekeeping. And funny enough, most collectors, when they buy a Vader case, the first thing they always do is look inside the weapons compartment. Is there any weapons? Is there any weapons? Any weapons? Any plastic? Is there anything in there? And, it's just kind of the way it goes with these things. But this is a beautiful case. Looks just like Vader. I think Kenner did a great job with the design, functionality. Very cool. In 1983, Kenner released the C-3PO collector's case, which was very similar to the Vader case in many ways. Great likeness of 3PO's head. Came packaged in a cardboard sleeve that showed the 65 available action figures. This case, unlike Vader's, this holds 40 action figures as opposed to 31, which is what the Vader case held. So you get 9 extra slots, which is awesome. This 3PO case was coated in a metallic gold color. Looks just like C-3PO. It's very shiny, as you guys can see. On the back side of the case, 3PO has a very nice design, very detailed, and of course there is a slotted hole for a handle. And just like the Darth Vader case, the C-3PO case also has 3 clips on it, one on either side of the head and one on the top. So once you pop those open, the case opens in half, and bam, there's your 40 slots for all your Kenner Star Wars figures. This case actually does have a weapons compartment, which is a lot bigger than the Vader compartment for weapons, so that's a nice bonus. This case seems to be doing everything bigger and better, apparently, trying to at least. And this case, it's virtually the same as the Vader one, just with different stickers, different aesthetic. The 3PO case does come with a sticker sheet. I don't have one, so I can't show you guys that, but I do have the insert that comes inside. And my insert's a little beat up, I'm not going to lie. Okay, it's really beat up. But it's an insert nonetheless. Still very cool. Bespin Luke with what looks like maple hair, which is awesome. It has the blue squid face, different cloak. It's got the blue lightsaber. Bib Fortuna, different cloaks. These are all the prototype Jedi figures before they came out, which is awesome. Here's another maple-haired Luke, farm boy Luke. Yeah, this is just cool stuff, man. I love looking at these inserts. Very colorful pictures. Shows you, again, the figures you have or don't have yet. So cool. Love these inserts, guys. Can't get over how shiny 3PO is. He's got great detailing on him on the backside. Such a fantastic likeness overall. Really pleased with the way this turned out. I think Kenner knocked it out of the park. The straps, however, though, are a little not as good as the Vader ones, in my opinion. The figures kind of fall out a little easier, I'd say, than in the Vader case. So that's my only complaint, if I have one, about this case, based on my personal experience. But I still think it's a rad case nonetheless. And if you collect Kenner Star Wars long enough, you will acquire more Darth Vader cases. This is a certainty. It's inevitable. And even though the 3PO case is rarer than the Darth Vader one, I still have started a small collection. It happens, guys. Goldenrod. Gotta love them. In 1983, Kenner put out Chewbacca's bandolier strap, which was another carrying case of sorts. Allowed you to carry up to 10 action figures. There were little foam slots for it. The unfortunate part is the foam would deteriorate, wasn't very strong, and your figures would fall out of it. So it wasn't very functional. Cool idea, but not practical. Kenner also released the laser rifle carry case in 1984, designed to look like a large blaster rifle with a scope you could look through. Ironically enough, this model of blaster was never seen in the films. So Kenner was taking a creative liberty to push out a new product by promoting it as a weapon from Return of the Jedi. This case only held 19 figures, and it was considered more of a role-playing toy, in my opinion, than an actual action figure carrying case. Kenner did make other carrying cases, so stay tuned for part 2 of this series.
Tell me guys, did you have a Darth Vader or C-3PO case when you were a kid? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like this video, give that like button a thumbs up because it does help out the channel. And if you've not done so, please blast that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. And remember, collect or collect not, there is no try.